It's okay to ask for help. I was scrolling through Instagram last week and I saw a post saying, "I'm not a princess, I don't need saving, I'm a queen, I got the shit handled." The younger me would have nodded my head in agreement and raved about why I don't need saving. The older me realizes that everybody needs saving, no matter how little. It's one of the reasons why no man is an island. It's why we form alliances, partnerships, and relationships with people. It's also one of the reasons why we marry, because sooner or later we will all need help. Posts like this make me tired of the toxic positivity comments and quotes shared on the internet. It's not selfish to put yourself first. My whole life, I've been afraid of being labeled as selfish. Anytime I wanted to put myself first, I always felt that people would think of me as a bad person and all of the negative connotations that go with putting yourself first. Because of this, I put everyone else's needs before my own. However, I'm at a stage where I have realized that if you don't put yourself first, you aren't living life at all. Selflessness isn't about running yourself into the ground just to make sure that everybody around you is okay. In fact, I believe that selflessness means putting your own needs first before you try to meet the needs of others in your life. If you die today, people will move on despite what you've done for them. No one will follow you to the grave. So, why not put yourself first for a change? No one is entitled to love you. Absolutely no one. This is a bitter pill I had to swallow and an honest-to-God lesson I had to learn about myself. I came from a background that had little to no love. I was always envious when people recounted happy childhood experiences. My mom died when I was young and my dad remarried. As y'all are familiar with the tale of Cinderella and her wicked stepmother and two sisters, mine didn't have a happy ending because no prince came to propose to me with glass slippers, sweep me off my feet to his castle where I became royalty and lived happily ever after ruling over our subjects. My life experiences made me always cry about how life was unfair and how I've given and done everything to make other people happy, but never got back that depth of love and commitment. You might not want to hear it anyway, but no one has to stay in your life. No one has to love you. No one has to reciprocate the depth of love you have for them. Sometimes, you just have to accept the fact that life is not fair, and the people that come your way might not be fair. But when you do get people who truly love you, remember to count your blessings and let them know how special they are to you. Finding and accepting who you are helps you create an image of who you truly look forward to enjoying, becoming. When we were young, most of us fell in love with the idea of the people we thought we wanted to become. And sometimes, the society at large and even the people around us send us subtle messages of the kind of people they want us to be. Here's my take. The more you figure out what brings you joy, the more you can control your life and the things you want to bring to your life. The more you figure out what your natural strengths and weaknesses are, the more you'll be able to give the gift of your greatest strength to others. Cutting out toxic or certain people from your life hurts at first, but you'll feel better in the long run. As someone who has been in toxic relationships, I can tell that it's hurtful to cut out toxic people, especially if you are doing it for the first time, and if they're people you actually care about. I've come to learn that we don't want to believe that the ones we love the most are the ones who hurt us the most. I spent a longer part of my life torturing myself about loved ones who made my life miserable, took my self-esteem for constant spins in the gutters, or made me hate myself completely. While the idea of letting them go hurts in the beginning, after some time, you'll be glad to be rid of all of the negative energy you had when they were with you. When you do this for the first time, it makes it easier to constantly and unapologetically let go of negative people and negative energies. It also reduces your tolerance level. You practically have zero tolerance for accepting bullshit. You can help people without becoming directly involved in whatever situation they find themselves in. I thought I could help people by immersing myself in whatever drama or situation they were in. I'm talking about boyfriend drama, marriage problems, career or workplace issues, and beef with friends. You name it. The result was carrying on unnecessary and extra baggage. My need to help people led me to become over-involved in the situation to the extent that other people's drama became my drama too. Right now, I've come to learn that you could help people, but do it from a safe distance. I'm not saying you shouldn't help people. You don't have to immerse yourself totally into what they are going through before rendering help. And whenever I caught myself starting to get too involved, I quickly walked away. Don't expect relationships to make you happy because you should be happy with yourself first. Putting all your expectations on your partner is a huge burden on them and the relationship. The expectations will be impossible to achieve and it will make you act needy. Be happy with yourself first so that you can be the best version of yourself for your partner or spouse. Lowering expectations is the key to happiness. When you expect much from other people, you are bound to be disappointed daily. This doesn't mean that you should lower all of your expectations or lower them to an impossibly low standard. What I mean here is to still maintain your expectations, but limit them or keep yourself in check to make sure you don't expect too much. That way, you don't feel betrayed or disappointed every time. Learn how and when to say no. It doesn't make you a selfish person. I used to be a yes man, and I can tell you for a fact that it was draining, tiring, and made people run over me easily. The day I began to say no was the first step to achieving my self-identity and awareness. Being a people pleaser won't make people like you more. In fact, you get abused and maltreated more. If you never ask, the answer will always be no. You might not know this, but people are willing to help if you ask. You will never get what you want if you don't open your mouth and ask. There's a saying here in Nigeria that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. When you want something, ask for it, and when you don't hear back, it is okay to follow up. The biggest thing that could happen when you ask is no,